we are in Bessemer, Alabama. Yeah, right outside of Birmingham. You already saw how Louisiana was for us, so we're happy to be here and be stopped. But we didn't vlog last night, so what did we do yesterday?
We did not. It's been a great ride from Arizona.
Yeah.
We stopped in New Mexico.
But we vlogged the first night when we got to Roswell.
Yes, but we didn't vlog after that.
Yes.
So no one has known all the stops that we've done.
Right.
Which was the International Museum of UFOs.
International UFO Museum.
Which I thought was going to be a
Roswell.
little bit cheesier. Like I was expecting vendors on the street, you know.
Yeah, it looks like they're developing the area a lot more.
They are.
Like
they
residentially wise.
But the museum was interesting, I thought.
It was. I don't like small children running around unsupervised, which seemed to be in abundance at the International UFO Museum.
You were just upset because you couldn't take your picture when you wanted to take
For
your picture.
10 minutes. Like all right, that's an exaggeration. So for 5 minutes, they had like the one little display area with like the cheesy aliens, the cheesy UFO, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll take a picture of it because they did the whole demonstration with the fog and the lights lighting up. Of course, all the kids swarm, and that's fine because I don't need all that. But I want a picture of the whole thing, and not for 1 minute would anyone get out of the way.
No.
But we were in the Grand Canyon, people stopped to get out of the way.
Yes.
When we stopped at Cavern, other places, when people see you taking pictures,
They stop.
they stop.
And they let you take your
They
picture.
take your picture, your touristy, cliched, bullshit picture, and then they move on their way.
Yes.
But they didn't do that at the museum. But it was still fun.
But it was still fun.
It was fun.
I feel like Roswell is definitely building. There was a lot of
Yeah.
construction, infrastructure stuff going on.
I think they're trying to put themselves on the map.
And then it was Carlsbad Caverns.
Yeah, that was cool.
What did you think?
That was really
that
cool.
not the coolest thing
I've
ever?
never been to caverns before. Like, even living so close to the Luray Caverns, I don't think we ever went when I was a kid. You went as a child.
No, I think I went when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember.
It's like the Grand Canyon. I went as a kid. I didn't really...
Aren't you glad you did as a grown-up?
Yes.
Yes. I want to go home and I want to go to Luray.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we got there, and this is gonna make us sound so much more dumb than we actually are.
But I'm so glad you were driving, first of all.
Oh yeah, because we had to drive up the mountains. Not like up mountains.
They
to
were
me.
up mountains.
It was a hilly road to me. Like it was just some hills. I mean, if the speed
When you
limit
came around the bend, I looked out to the right and there was nothing but...
Yeah, but around those bends,
valley.
I only had to do 30. To me, mountain driving is when you go around the bends and you have to do like 10 miles per hour.
No, okay.
Well, that's driving to Canyon Lake and Tortilla Flat.
All right.
You have to do like 10 miles per hour, then maybe at most 30 for the straightaways.
I'll just say I'm glad you were driving because I was a little freaked out.
I'm glad I was
we would
driving.
just like go to the caverns and boop,
No,
there
Mom,
it would be.
Got to go up to go down.
Well, now I know this. Now I know this.
But anyway, the drive was beautiful.
was.
The caverns were beautiful, but we didn't think ahead. So it's cold as shit in the caverns.
It would be hot.
I don't know why you thought they were hot. I knew they were going to be cold.
No, see, because you're in the desert.
You're so cute.
And
Aw.
it's hot. And when I was at my mom's in Arizona, you don't have to use the hot water because you turn on the cold water
Well, you're above ground.
and it runs warm. Exactly, which is why I was thinking. But the hot water comes from somewhere. Like when you use
Yeah,
the
like
toilet.
5 feet below the surface.
when you use my mom's bathroom in Arizona, you sit on the toilet and you can feel the heat from the water on your bum. It's hot. So I was thinking, it's the caverns. It's all that way. Like, it's been hot. The sun's been beating on it all these thousands and thousands of years. And
No.
it's going to be hot. And I would just remember thinking,
They're like 700
Holy
feet
cow.
under the surface.
I know, but I was thinking all this time, rocks get hot.
But sun doesn't penetrate that deep.
What I was thinking was that it was, I was
I get
upset
I get it.
that we didn't bring enough water because we were going to be hot. And I was not going to be able to finish the hike because of the heat.
Aww.
Because I'm an idiot.
Oh, she's so cute. See, I knew it was going to be chillier, but I didn't think it was going to be that cold because I didn't grasp how far underground we were, which is how awesome the caverns were.
750 feet underground.
So we had a choice of walking, like
There was a
what was
5-hour
that?
tour, or like
Yeah.
4-hour.
Where you can do like the shallower, more shallow.
Yeah, you could do the top
caverns.
and the bottom.
And then get down to the big room. And that would have been 2.5 hours worth of walking.
Yes.
And Mom looked at me, she's like, what do you want to do? because we could take the elevator down and only do like an hour's worth of walking, and I'm like, oh god, let's just take the elevator down. And I'm just thinking, I don't know if I can walk that long around people. I don't like walking in a narrow area near people.
So we're standing in line getting tickets, and Ashley says,
oh yeah.
So the median temperature is like 56 degrees. And I'm like, and I hear her say this, but it doesn't register. And I'm like, what? And we're looking up at the board, and yeah, we went from 110 degrees here to 56 degrees and 90% humidity down below. And I was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm in a tank top, my pair of shorts. Ashley says, you want me to go back to the car and get you a jacket? No, I'm good.
Because I was wearing jeans.
I got this.
I was still wearing a tank top, but I was wearing jeans.
I think when my hands finally warmed up after the walk, my fingers started tingling. It was so cold.
It was fine at first,
but it was
because
beautiful.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been 100-degree weather. Like, it was fine at first.
Yes.
But then,
and then it was just like this really, like the worst menopause cold sweat ever.
Like, sure, whatever she said.
It was horrible.
I don't know what that's like, but I sympathize.
It was absolutely beautiful.
It was beautiful. I got a lot of cool pictures, but they were all in the digital camera because I don't like using a flash in that kind of area. It makes some of the pictures better, but it also deteriorates from the way it looked to me, which was they had certain areas lit up, certain areas where parts were lit up, and then you would look down and you can't fully see the bottom because there's no lights down there. And it was so crazy cool to me.
I feel like that's like the Grand Canyon. That's something that everybody should do once.
Yeah.
Carlsbad Caverns.
Or even Luray. Like Carlsbad, I've never been to Luray.
I've never been to Luray.
But I heard Carlsbad is one of the best.
I think so.
I think so. But even so, like just going, seeing nature in that kind of aspect, where it's not just being in a forest or being at Sugarloaf or whatever, which is cool. Something
like when
outside of the ordinary.
You go down the elevator, you could see the rock.
Yeah.
That made me
That was cool.
a little nervous.
That was awesome.
Just a little.
See, Mom gets nervous, so I'm just like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do this. Let's go deeper. Let's go exploring.
So that was New Mexico. That was our first day.
We went to San Antonio.
And then from there, we went into Texas.
Yeah.
And we went to the Alamo.
Yeah.
Which actually was really awesome. Some people had said, oh, it's just a little building. And I'm wondering if they've never seen the Alamo. Because when you walk in, you enter through the church, which is a place of respect and memoriam. There's no picture taking.
Yes.
No eating, no drinking, no chewing
hats.
gum, and no hats.
Can I just say real quick?
Yes.
If you know me, if I start the day off with a hat, I don't like taking the hat off.
I was wearing the Barla hat, as usual,
but
and anyone who knows me knows what that means.
Yes, but if we see the sign that it's a place of respect, take your hats off. When the Star Spangled Banner or whatever is playing, you take your hat off. So of course, as soon as we saw the sign, we took our hats off. So I was a little bit irritated. It didn't take away from the experience with one person not only wearing a hat, but then taking flash photography. And I'm sorry, there were so many signs where if you can just stop for a second and read, you can be respectful to the place that you're in. It's like going to the Holocaust Museum and snapping pictures and doing selfies.
Yeah.
Who the hell does that?
But the Alamo, once you walked out of the church, the Alamo is it's actually a very large compound with several rooms. The battlefield area, it was actually very large, but it was frickin' 110 degrees, I think, when we went. And by the time we got out of the church and walked the grounds a little bit, we were hot. We were tired.
So hot.
So we decided we would do the river walk.
Yeah. Woo!
Which was awesome.
It was awesome.
We loved the river walk. We did the tour.
First, we stopped at Pat O'Brien's place
yes.
I can't remember what street we're on, but it's right there, it borders the Riverwalk.
Prezzo or Houston or
it was in
like
between those two cross streets.
Pat
awesome,
O'Brien's.
great service, great food, great drinks. So
Yes.
if you're ever in San Antonio on the river area, Riverwalk, go there.
Pat O'Brien's.
Pat O'Brien's. But yeah, we did a tour because we started walking and it was hot.
Well, I didn't know what I was expecting.
Yeah, we didn't want to walk too far.
No one has ever really explained what it is, and it's kind of hard to explain.
It is
because it is a river.
Well, it's like imagine Carroll Creek, but Carroll Creek on steroids.
Oh, that's right. It's downtown Frederick, Carroll Creek
times 20.
20,
easily.
like on steroids. Absolutely gorgeous shops, eating, dining, shopping. There are water taxis, water tours, which we did, which I'm so glad.
I'm so glad. Randy G.
Captain Randy G.
God, he was fucking hysterical.
He was a trip.
He did jokes for the kids that were on board, jokes for the adults. He was a great tour guide. Not too cheesy, but just cheesy enough where you find yourself having a good time.
Yeah. Again, the Riverwalk, I would say it's something that everybody needs to visit.
If they're in San Antonio or in that area, do it
once, because it was well worth it.
Right. I'm not a city person, but I fell in love with San Antonio.
Yeah. I don't do cities. I never have.
It was easy to navigate.
San Antonio was absolutely fabulous.
It was beautiful.
One of the highlights of the trip. Grand Canyon, Carlsbad Caverns, San Antonio Riverwalk was absolutely, and the Alamo would have been really cool. But it was just so hot.
It was so hot, and there was a lot of people. And I don't do well in crowds. You know me. I don't do well.
There were a lot of people.
But it was a lot different than like Roswell. People were really nice. They were respectful.
Yes.
They say please and thank you and excuse me, which, like Mom quoted earlier, goes a very long way. You can cut me off, like walking in front of me, but if you say, oh, I'm sorry, and you acknowledge that I'm a human being,
it's no biggie.
Cool, man. Yeah. Shit happens. Yeah. Now, if you just do that and you keep walking because you're too busy texting on your phone or taking a selfie, you're an asshole to me.
Oh, the selfie sticks. Okay. All right, listen. Okay.
I can't.
I don't know. If I was going to Japan or Denmark or Germany, you know what? I still wouldn't have a selfie stick.
Because what happened to just asking someone to take a picture for you?
Or just putting your arm out. I mean,
right. But I have long arms.
These selfie sticks are like, this one guy had a selfie stick that was almost taller than he was. What are you doing?
Ask someone to take a picture for you. Isn't that what we used to do? We go to King's Dominion all the time.
Yes.
You want to know how we got everyone in a picture?
You ask someone to take a picture.
Oh, what? It's like knocking on doors. Who knows how to do that anymore? Damn. No one knocks on doors anymore. You just text someone to let you know.
Last night knocked on the door.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We're good.
So anyway, that was the great trip. We've had a good time. We're gonna wrap it up here.
It's been a great trip.
But we did stop at the hotel last night, and Mom had to go out to get what out of the car? Would you have to get out of the car?
I don't remember.
Mom had to get something out of the car, right?
I don't remember.
So I left the door open for her because it was a one level where we stayed at Best Western, right? Or no, this was America's Best Inn.
Which I liked.
Which was
Best value.
It's America's Best Value Inn. It was a nice place for a one night stay. Good everything. For the price. But Mom had to go out to the car to get something. So I left the door open because it's like a U-shaped parking lot, so it's not like anyone else is going to walk in. And she's taking a little while, and I go and poke my head out the door, and she's over on the other side knocking on doors.
I forgot
by the car.
Was in.
Mom.
I forgot.
That's so cute. Oh my God. Mwah. You're so cute. But the door was literally open for her, which she left open for herself, actually. I didn't do that. She left the deadbolt
kind of closed it on me.
Nope, I had closed it on you. I left it open just for you. So next thing I know, Mom's knocking at the door, and I was like, Mom. So she looks at the next door. She's like, what? I'm like, Mom. And she turns around finally at one point, and she veered out. But it just as she's walking in, I see the person at the door that she was knocking at open their door, and I'm like, okay, well,
it's very embarrassing.
We're not going outside for a while. So.
And today was a good day, so tomorrow we're on the way home.
Yeah, and everyone's been really nice.
Yeah. It's been a great trip.
Yeah, it's been good.
And I lied earlier. This is not going to be the last road trip.
I know. I know you were.
I was just mad.
You were in the moment.
I was mad.
We all say things when we're angry. It's cute.
Yeah, there'll be another road trip.
There'll be another road trip. Especially with
I love road trips.
Little Nora Lynn.
Yes. Yes.
So, anyway, that was our trip. We're not going to vlog anymore because tomorrow night we'll be home. If anything happens on the road, I guess I'll catch Mom in the middle of a rant again.
Nope, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a great
That was
day.
a hit. I got so many compliments on how great you were.
We're going to do great tomorrow.
Everyone's like, man, I hope this is a video of just your mom ranting. I'm like, yeah,
no,
it really is.
I'm not a good ranter.
You're cute.
I'm not a good
You're so
ranter.
cute when you're mad.
But he was being a dick.
He was.
So.
But anyway, so that's it. That's all for the Arizona vlogs.